When I get to work, first thing I do in the morning is click on and listen live.
Light Rock 99.3.
Hey, it's Mindy here, and I'm really excited to have our exclusive sponsor for our Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk, which is coming up October 25th at 9 a.m. at Space Coast Stadium. And it's Tepas Breast Center, and they're right here in Melbourne. And we have the medical director, Dr. Imami. How you doing?
Doing well, Mindy.
I'm
Pleasure
so
to be here.
glad that you're here. And why don't we just jump in? I know you're wearing your pink today, which is great, just in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Let's start off with the exact age people should be getting their mammograms.
Well, there's been some controversy. The U.S. Preventative Task Force came out with 50 a couple of years ago, but the American Cancer Society, the Mayo Clinic, and others have come up with have stuck by 40 as being the age that most women should begin their screening mammograms.
And their background, say if someone in their family has had breast cancer, should they go earlier, or is 40 a good number?
No, 40 is for, if you will, the average person,
Okay.
the average woman,
Okay.
who has no risk to have breast cancer, or no additional risk. So, but if you have a family history, if you have some genetic abnormality, if your mother or your sister or your grandmother had breast cancer, then clearly you're going to want to move that up much earlier.
Okay.
And it could be as early as their 20s. It just depends on how early your mother had breast cancer.
And self-breast exams are so vital for you to check yourself every single month.
Those really should start when you're a teenager, when you're 20, somewhere around there. Start to examine your breast for any lumps. You can develop cysts and other benign conditions, but start that process in your 20s. See your gynecologist for a regular
Right.
exam about every 2 years when you're at that age. And then when you hit 40, then it really ought to be every year you go for a professional, see your physician for a breast exam.
And speaking of professional places,
Yes.
Tepas Breast Center, I mean, how amazing is the place? I mean, you really bring in the women and they feel so comfortable going there.
Well, thank you. I mean, we're a comprehensive center. We've been doing this for years. And not only do we do the mammograms and the ultrasounds and the breast biopsies, but we have a clinical psychologist. We have breast cancer support groups.
Good.
We have some exclusive x-rays like PEMS to help identify cancers early in women. So we feel that we're the only comprehensive center to provide those services.
And that's what women need. I think it's like an all-around where it is mental, not just physical, because all these stages go through women. If, God forbid, something does happen, they need that help.
Yeah, I mean the emotional roller coaster is just just so volatile. We also provide free wigs through the American
really?
Cancer Society. So we're a resource center or resource closet for the ACS, and we'll be happy to provide newly diagnosed breast cancer patients or other cancer patients with those types of resources.
And I know you've done many articles and anything out there that women should start looking forward to. I mean, as far as research.
Well, I think one of my big messages is before, if you had a family history of breast cancer, for example, then women would just wait and go, all right, maybe I know I'm at a higher risk, but when it happens, it happens. Now what we can do is, in addition to mammograms and ultrasounds, what we can do is we can do breast MRIs.
I love that. I've had that done, and it's incredible how the technology now, you can see every inch of every corner.
You can, and we blend that with the mammogram and the ultrasound and put all that information together. So women that are at high risk for breast cancer need to start getting an MRI and get it every 2 years as part of their protocol. So we can do a lot more to try to pick up breast cancer early in these high-risk women. But in addition to that, you don't have to just wait for it to happen. We can also give you a medication to lower your risk.
Wow.
So there's more reason now than ever before to see your physician, see your surgeon, a medical oncologist, come see us, and we'll figure out what we can do, not only pick it up early if you're going to get it, but frankly, lower your risk for ever getting it at all.
I love that. And thank you so much for being our exclusive sponsor. And I know you're going to be out there, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, at the walk. It's going to be October 25th, Space Coast Stadium for the March of Dimes against breast cancer. And that's the fight against breast cancer. We want to eradicate that whole thing so that, not to put you out of business, but we want to get rid of breast cancer.
I'm with you on that, and we're all. I mean, medicine is changing so much, and I think we will eradicate a lot of these things. We've certainly made huge progress in women living longer than they ever have before, especially with breast cancer. We've made huge progress there.
Well, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. Tepas Breast Center in Melbourne. All the information you can click below.
Tepas Breast Center supports Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The only complete breast center in Brevard offers leading-edge technology, board-certified physicians, and holistic care. Mammograms to PEM scans, counseling to acupuncture, all in one location and in Brevard. Tepas is offering $99 mammograms during Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Call to reserve your appointment today. Tepas Breast Center, in partnership with Breast Friends of Florida and Lodgely Bra Salon for breast cancer patients.